This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, made an inspection visit to the Ministry of Public Works in Dubai on Sunday. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed was accompanied by Dubai's deputy ruler, His Highness Sheikh Maktoum bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. And on arrival, they were briefed on a number of projects worth a total of 4 billion dirhams that are currently being carried out across the country. The ruler of Dubai also approved new projects worth more than 2 billion dirhams, as well as launch the first phase of construction for Al Amal Psychiatric in Al Rawaya at a cost of 600 million dirhams. The Dubai School of Government has been renamed by His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai and Chairman of Dubai Executive Council, to the Mohammed bin Rashid School of Government. The Crown Prince was quoted as saying that the arts of government, government excellence, and the making of government leaders have long been associated with the name of the UAE Vice President and Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. He added that the UAE has also become a destination for a large number of government delegations from different countries who come to benefit from our experience in government and public administration, all of which bear the signature of the ruler of Dubai. The Crown Prince also emphasised that the Mohammed bin Rashid School of Government will soon become a major source of support for the development of government work, not only in the UAE but throughout the Arab region and beyond. The UAE and Pakistan have signed a prisoner exchange agreement, which will see convicted individuals transferred between the two countries. The agreement, which was signed at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs on Sunday, facilitates the repatriation of convicted individuals, where as many as 2,000 Pakistani inmates in UAE jails may serve out their sentences in their home country. The agreement only applies to prisoners convicted of minor offences and with at least 6 months of their sentence remaining. The Pakistan embassy in Abu Dhabi was quoted as saying that the deal will help resolve social and emotional problems of inmates, as they will be sent to Pakistan, where they will have a chance to plan for reintegration back into society. Negotiations on the agreement have been taking place since 2010, and the agreement will be effective from the end of this month. A similar agreement between the UAE and India was signed in New Delhi in November 2011 and ratified by the UAE in February this year. Dubai's Road and Transport Authority has announced that it has cancelled the 24 dirham daily cap on the Salik tollgate system from July the 15th. The decision means that motorists who use Salik more than 6 times per day will be charged for all of their trips. In a statement, the RTA highlighted, however, that the decision will only affect a small segment of Salik users, and that the average tollgate user will not be impacted by this decision, as 95% of private vehicles do not usually pass under Salik gates more than 6 times a day. The RTA pointed out that the aim of the resolution is to encourage motorists to use alternative routes, such as Al Khail Road and Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road, and relieve pressure on the main highways under the Salik toll system. UAE camel milk exports to Europe are set to begin this week, as the Emirates Industry for Camel Milk and Products, which markets its products under the Camelicious brand, has received the EU go-ahead. Mutasha Al-Badri, the deputy manager of Camelicious, was quoted as saying that the first shipments of camel milk and camel milk powder will be sent for trial purposes to Denmark and the Netherlands. A second shipment will be sent to Denmark on July the 5th, and they will also send powder to Vienna for chocolate production. The shipments to Denmark will include 750 litres of fresh camel milk each, while the shipment to Holland will include 22 kilograms of camel milk powder and whey powder. Al-Badri added that they are targeting pharmaceutical companies and those that make nutritional supplements. With the holy season of Ramadan just a couple of days away, various campaigns are being carried out across the country in order to further encourage the spirit of giving in the community. Make a Difference This Ramadan is an annual campaign that aims to provide to the less fortunate across the UAE. For the past 7 years, it has facilitated the collection of used reading glasses, mobile phones, books and clothing in partnership with the UAE Red Crescent. Last year, 24,040 bags were distributed to families and individuals in need in the community. According to campaign officials, they have seen an increase in contributions every year and are aiming for even more during this holy month. The 4 items being collected are a priority. However, they say they welcome the generosity among residents who contribute new and other items.
We would like the whole society to be part of this initiative. We want them to contribute so we make it more successful. So I'm inviting them to visit any Majid Al Futtaim shopping malls across the UAE or in the Middle East and make sure that they are part of this.
Red Crescent aims to support the underprivileged people across UAE, and we encourage all people to participate in this campaign.
The campaign will run across the UAE in Ajman, Deira, Mirdif, Fujairah and Sharjah city centres and Mall of the Emirates, as well as regional malls in Bahrain, Egypt, Oman and Lebanon. Local celebrity Shama Hamdan, the first Emirati finalist in Arab's Got Talent, is also lending a helping hand with hopes of inspiring the youth to do their share.
Inshallah, I'm gonna support this campaign, and it will be a very large campaign, and I hope all the people support this thing and be in the first day in Ramadan in Emirates Mall. I'll be there after Fطور, and I'm gonna give stuff for this campaign, and I hope all the young people and all the people to support this campaign.
And additionally, the Dubai Municipality Centres Department has announced its working hours during the holy month of Ramadan, where its centres and other departments, including the services of Dubai Central Laboratory, will be operational from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Children City also announced that it will be open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and the Friday will be a holiday throughout Ramadan. Additionally, the timings for public parks will be as follows. Jumeirah Beach Park will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Al Mamzar Park 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Mushrif Park 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Zabel Park and Safa Park 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Residential and pond parks 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and finally Creek Park will be open from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. And finally, looking to other news now, a collection of refugee stories and photologs was launched on Sunday, showing the often overlooked side of human displacement worldwide. The limited edition publication under the title of Beyond Figures, a collection of refugee stories, was launched in collaboration with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees in Abu Dhabi, and issued by Dubai-based Brownbook at the archive in Dubai's Safa Park. The book boasts uplifting and inspiring accounts of individual refugees that the UNHCR has helped for over 60 years, which Brownbook representatives say pays tribute to those who, despite having experienced so much suffering, have not lost hope. They added that the book shows that refugees are amongst the most resilient people in the world.
I think the title of the book says it all, in a sense, Beyond Figures. What this book is a glimpse of lives of refugees and aspects of lives of refugees that have hope, that have resilience, that are trying to deal with extremely difficult situations. And seeing what they can make out of it, how they can restart lives. This is something that UNHCR is all about, the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. That's what our work is about. It's about protecting, it's about assisting, but also trying to find solutions, trying to find hope. I think we're extremely fortunate to have this partnership with Brownbook, where, in fact, the initiative came from their side. They looked at the work we were doing. I think Rashid and Ahmed and his team, their team, looked at this and saw that there are certain aspects that don't really get conveyed very well by UNHCR, by the UN, which is the human element and the resilient element of refugees. So what this book does is, I think, gives a glimpse to people of what these lives are like and what can be done. UNHCR plays a number of different roles. I think one of the most important roles that we play is trying to make sure that people can find safety, can find asylum somewhere. So dealing with governments, trying to make sure that there's a system that when people are in a situation like we see in Syria, that they're able to go to Lebanon, Jordan, that they can have the generosity, benefit from this that we've seen across this particular crisis. Then it's very much about assistance.